It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to one of the most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A beautiful fake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Lawrence going to throw again.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Lawrence on the sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Trevor Lawrence
keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak.
And the Jags will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, he shifts past him, and he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now Lawrence to throw.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Duvernay in motion. Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got room to roam.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Duvernay in motion. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
and the first play will be a field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Now they're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Joshua Hines-Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Lawrence. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay.
That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 53 yards.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 15-yard touchdown run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly.
And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Fields now to throw.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Trayvon Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Fields.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll... down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Boswell's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And still fighting. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. A strong running. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Completes it to Austin.
And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. That is caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Fields throwing again.
Flushed out right. And he fends him off. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 27 yards.
And the Jaguars continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line. Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here we go. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Off play action, Fields.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Alex Highsmith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw, Fields.
he's sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Eric Armstead showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
3rd and 5.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here's Fields.
Being chased out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Steps away to his left. Touchdown!
Pat Fryermuth.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Handoff running left is ETN. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Another tote for ETN.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
ETN up the middle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
They'll roll him out right.
That's going to be caught. It's Austin.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
All eyes on Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Fields. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.